Forget the noise about gun buybacks and unconstitutional red flag laws. In Texas, we're making them a thing of the past. A wave of pro-gun laws just hit Texas, and we'll break down the 5 biggest upgrades to your Second Amendment rights. Howdy, folks, and welcome. If you believe in the right to keep and bear arms, you're in the right place. Our freedoms feel constantly under attack, but today, we're planting a flag of victory in Texas. The legislature built a firewall to protect law-abiding gun owners from government overreach. These are major victories securing Texas's reputation as a sanctuary for the Second Amendment. We'll walk through each one, so you know exactly what your rights are and how they just got a serious boost. Before we dive in, if you support the Second Amendment, help us fight the anti-2A algorithm and hit that like button. It tells YouTube you value this content and helps us get this crucial information out to more patriots like you. Let's get into these massive wins for freedom. Let's kick it off with number 1. Government-funded gun buyback programs are now banned in Texas. For years, cities like Houston used your tax dollars for these gun buybacks. The government never owned the gun, so they can't buy it back. They spend your money to get firearms from folks who voluntarily turn them in, usually for a gift card. Studies show these programs don't reduce gun violence. They're mostly political theater for anti-gun politicians. Criminals aren't trading their hardware for a grocery voucher. This new law, HB 3053, stops this waste of public money. It prohibits any city or county from using resources to buy firearms from civilians just to take them out of circulation. This is a huge win for common sense and ensures Texas resources are used for actual public safety, not anti-gun virtue signaling. This next one is probably the most important constitutional victory of all. Number 2, Texas has officially banned red flag laws. Not only that, but the state has made it a crime for an official to try and enforce one. Red flag laws, or ERPOs, are a major threat to our rights. They allow firearm confiscation based on accusation, often ex parte, without you present to defend yourself. Your right to self-defense can be stripped away based on a claim, with zero due process. It's guilty until proven innocent. This new law, SB 1362, specifically outlaws these civil orders. It does not prevent judges from removing firearms in criminal or domestic violence cases where both sides are heard. What it does is build a fortress against civil, red flag-style gun confiscation. It prohibits any Texas court from issuing or enforcing a red flag order from another state. It even blocks Texas from taking federal cash meant to push states into adopting these laws. This is a monumental defense of our rights. It sends a clear message. In Texas, we don't suspend rights based on accusations. We require due process. Number 3 is a practical update for LTC holders. If your license to carry expires, you now have a full year to renew it. Before, the grace period was much shorter. Missing that window meant starting the whole process over. New class, new paperwork. Life gets busy, and it was easy for a good person to accidentally let their license lapse. This new law gives you breathing room. It extends that grace period to 12 months. During that year, your license is still expired, you can't legally carry, and reciprocity is gone. But you won't have to take the class again. Just renew online and get your license back in good standing. It's a common sense change that recognizes law-abiding citizens can miss a deadline. It makes the system more user-friendly. Number 4 is another win for due process, this time for people unfairly denied their right to carry. If you apply for an LTC and get denied for mental health reasons, you now get an extra 30 days to submit information to fight that denial. The system for flagging people can be overly broad and full of errors. Someone can get flagged for an issue that was temporary or inaccurate. This law gives you a crucial window to set the record straight. That extra 30 days gives you time to gather medical records and evaluations. It's about making sure honest citizens aren't wrongly stripped of their rights by a flawed system. It gives power back to the individual. And finally, number 5 is a big one. Short-barreled rifles, or SBRs, are now officially legal to possess under Texas state law. For years, Texas state law on SBRs was confusing. While legal federally with NFA process, state law was ambiguous. a law-abiding Texan could still face trouble from local law enforcement who misunderstood the state code. This became even more important after the ATF's pistol brace rule tried to turn millions of legal gun owners into felons overnight. This new law, SB 1596, cleans up the mess by getting rid of state-level prohibitions on SBRs. To legally own an SBR, you still follow federal NFA rules, including registration and the tax stamp. What this law does is remove the threat of you facing state charges. It ensures Texas won't prosecute legal NFA owners. It's Texas telling the federal government that we're not going to help them criminalize common firearms. So there you have it. The end of taxpayer-funded gun buybacks, a ban on red flag laws, more time for LTC renewals, a fairer process for permit denials, and SBRs cleared up at the state level. Together, these 5 laws are a massive upgrade for gun rights in Texas. This is what happens when patriots stand up and demand their leaders defend their rights. But the fight is never really over. The people who want to disarm you are not going to quit. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our updates. Most importantly, share this video with every Texan and every gun owner you know. The mainstream media won't tell this story, so it's up to us. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and never stop fighting. Thanks for watching.